Hey everybody on YouTube, this here is a vent-free gas heater. You don't need a chimney or a flue, and I want to tell you a few things about it that I have learned from having it. And this is, looking for a brand name, but I can't remember it right now. I got it from Rural King. This is a 30,000 BTU gas-free heater, and my home is about 900 square feet, and I've insulated as well as I could, and this heater does the job for me. Now, I'm going to show you the close-ups of this, but I want to explain a couple things about these kind of heaters. I'm going to turn this up real quick so you can see the flames shoot. See the flames? Now, this is natural gas heater. Now, if you go to the store and you want to get one and try to hook it up and all that good stuff, there's two types that are out there that you don't want to get screwed on. You don't want to do it the wrong way. This is natural gas. You can see the flames right there. I gotta turn it down. It's hot. Okay. Now, the other one is LP gas, which I believe means liquid propane gas. Now, on the front of the box, when you buy an LP gas heater, it'll be like 4 squares that are glowing. That's for LP gas. If you have natural gas, do not get that box. Look it over real good and you'll finally find the LP gas mark on there. I did that by accident and had to take it back, and they let me do it. They let me exchange it. With no problems. It's like, alright, thank you God. Anyway, the thing you don't want to have trouble with on this is you must build the, I think it's called the debris trap. It's like a P-trap on your sink that catches the gunk at the bottom, and the water blocks the smells coming from your sewer up into your sink. Well, this here dirt trap is what I would call it. It's a pipe that goes past your. I'll show it to you in a second, but let me explain to you. This hand here is the gas coming in from your pipe. This finger here going up and down, that's the pipe that goes up to your heater. Okay, so naturally there's an elbow there, and the gas is going up to your heater. Now there's debris or something in there that wants to clog up your heater sooner or later. At least it did on me, and I couldn't figure out what the problem was. Anyway, what it is, instead of having an elbow, you want to have a T. So the finger's going up and down. You got the gas is going to go up there, but any of the debris or whatever will fall down that pipe to the cap that you have at the bottom. Now, when the end of the season is over with, you can turn this gas off. Down with the emergency shut-off valve. Make sure you have your heater on, and then shut off the gas at the emergency shut-off valve, so the heater will use up all the gas in the line. So no problems. And then you can remove the cap, the debris cap. The cap that's tightened up to keep the gas from escaping, but where all the debris is going to be. Then you can pop that off there, dump out your debris if there's any in there, and then tighten it back up and test it and all that. Do whatever it's supposed to do. But anyway, that's the big thing about these heaters is the box tricks you, because you have to make sure it says either you need LP gas, get the ones with like the 4 squares on there that are glowing, or the natural gas, which has the flames on the front. In the back, you have a switch. You push it down, and then the fan will come on whenever it needs to blow the heat around the room. Put it in the middle, it turns it off the fan, and just the heater will run. If you flip it up, the fan is on all the time. You got this button here, red button on top. I'll show you that in a second. You press it down, and it'll light the battery up. It'll make sparks down here. I've had problems with trying to light this bad boy, even though it's brand new. After like a month or 2 of using it. So I found out the trick is when you're holding this button down, and it's supposed to let the pilot light, let the gas through so it can ignite the gas. You got sparks going on there. I would come down here, stretch my head down here where the vent holes are, and I would blow into it like, get fresh air in there, whatever, and it would ignite. After a couple times trying it, it finally ignited. And now my emergency backup thing is I got this. If I need to, I will take this bottom plate off because it just screws on there. Unscrew it, and then I can do this, with this thing and light it up. You still have to hold that button down though, and because it'll let the gas come through and then this thing you can light it with that, and then you let go of that button whenever your pilot light has been lit for 30 seconds or whatever. That pilot light has to be lit for whatever 10, 15, 20 seconds to get warm enough, hot enough around the thermocouple or whatever that thing is, so it knows, hey, it's lit. You can stop doing it. You let go of the button, the pilot light will stay on, then you can turn your heat on. Okay, so that's the basics about it. Now this is going to be really dusty. I haven't cleaned it off at all. There's one more thing about this heater before I get up here and show you. This one has a digital display on it. Now the digital display may say 72 degrees, 80 degrees, whatever. That's the temperature around your heater, not in your home. I got $1 thermometers in each of the rooms, except for my bedroom. I have one of those big boys, like $5. I like seeing that big old number up there. Anyway, they tell me what the temperature is in the room at like 4 feet, 5 feet, whatever I got set at. So if this thing says it's 80 degrees, it doesn't mean it's 80 degrees in your room. It's 80 degrees around that heater. All the heat's coming out like right here. So you got to make sure you keep clear space. You don't want anything catching on fire. Now I'm moving stuff around my house to do my kitchen. So I have a few things around this that I don't normally have around it. But it'll all be safe. It's safe right now. Okay. First thing I'll show you that dirt trap last. Try zooming in without getting closer. Okay. Alright. But the button on the left, that red button, that's the igniter. Oh, by the way, the black knob on that red button, you untwist it, counterclockwise, take it off, and there's a battery in there, so you can, ignite your spark plug at the bottom. See the temperature readout says 78 degrees? Okay, now on the right, that big knob, it goes from numbers 1 through 9. The most I've had this on is 2. My nephew will come in here when he's cold from outside, put it on 5 or 8, whatever he puts it on, gets heat up real quick, and then he puts it back down on 2. So, that knob there, I do not need that many numbers on it, but I'm glad it's there, just in case I did. If you have a drafty home or something, you'll probably definitely need that. I'm trying to look at this with the LCD screen. Okay. Hold on. I got this on my tripod, so it's messing me up trying to do this. I'm moving back away so you can see it. Oh, the zoom is still on. Okay. My intake gas pipeline's right there from the floor. Comes over. Got emergency shut-off valve there. Then it comes over. Now, I got a T here. So there's that pipe that goes down a little bit, and I put a cap on there. And pipe goes up a little bit and gets screwed into the thing. Now, I did not do this myself. I did buy the parts, but I figured, this is important to me. I don't want my house that I bought for $2,000 to blow up, especially with me in it. I don't want it to burn down. I want this heater to work properly. So I got the pros to do it. Tracy Electric in Lawrenceville. That's who did it. And yeah, they tried to hose me. Well, they did hose me because they were here from 9 in the morning till 11 in the morning getting my pipe work hooked up. And I had to do some electrical thing up here. I don't remember what it was. I think it was electrical. Anyway, for those 2 hours, they get paid for whatever, $44 an hour, whatever it was. Well, according to them, they did 4 hours of work. I said, there's only 2 or 4 guys here, whatever it is you had here, and they only did 2 hours of work. They said, oh, well, maybe they had to go back for something, this or that. I was like, that don't matter. They did 2 hours of work. They came here at 9 in the morning. They left at 11. They still screwed me, but hey, this is my revenge, my payback. Let everybody know Tracy Electric will screw you over, so pay attention to your bills if you're in Lawrenceville, Illinois, or close to it. Here, I'm going to give you a close up of me. That's what happened. Tracy Electric. They may be really good at what they do, but they really know how to stick it to you on your bill. I complained about it to the guy. He's like a car salesman. You can't get through to him. He's just getting what he wants, and that's it. So anyway, this is all hooked up. At the top up here, right up there is where the fan's blowing the heat and stuff. I do like the fan, but I made it a point to purchase ceiling fans for all my rooms except for the kitchen. And so they circulate the heat. But I've discovered, since I got everything insulated very well and I got plastic on the windows because I have a really old house, I discovered that the ceiling fan in the living room, where this heater is, I got it on low. And I got it for wintertime where it's sucking the air up to the ceiling. The rest of the house, the ceiling fans are not running. And it seems that, as long as those fans are not running, and this one in here is, there's only like a 4, maybe 5 degree difference from my bedroom, which is the farthest room in the house from this living room, to here. So, and that's just from the temperature gauge on there. That thing might say it's 74 degrees. In my bedroom, it'll say it's 70. So in this room, it's actually probably about 70 degrees, and this thing here is just 74 around it. So I'm taking all the rooms are the right temperature. Yeah. By the way, I don't have a thermometer in this room because I just go by this heater thing. I just like what's the point? I'll just look at all the other rooms. Anyway, see, the flames are going on this right now, and it's about how loud it is. It's not really that loud, and you can turn that fan off. I mean, I don't really need that on. I just prefer to have it until it burns out, and then I won't use it anymore. I'll just use my regular fans, these ceiling fans, that is. Okay, yeah, that's what it was called, Mr. Heater. This is a Mr. Heater, 30,000 BTU, a little over $200 when I bought it. I bought it during out of season, like in summertime, when they came up with like a $209 price tag on it. And then when winter came here, it was around the same price. It was probably a little bit less because they had so many, all at once. Probably a little less, probably like $20 less or something, $40 I think. But anyway, I had to go back and say, hey, I didn't even use it yet. I just tried to hook it up now and it didn't want to work. Okay, so this is a really nice heater. I have had no complaints on this whatsoever. The only complaint I have about it is my complaint is I can't think of any complaints. Oh, there's one other thing for any of you who want to know. This is sort of like a portable, sort of. It comes with legs, like here and over here, to where you can let it sit on the floor and have all this pipework hooked up to it. But I'm not having that. I might have pets in the future. I have nephews that are under 12 years old. I have idiot friends from my older nephew, and I have, any reason in the world I can think of for that thing falling over and burning the hell out of this place, and everyone dying or getting hurt. So this is on the wall, stays on the wall, and I make sure nothing gets on it. It gets around it that can catch on fire. So I hope you like Mr. Heater, vent-free gas heater. It burns like 99.9% of the stuff. Oh, by the way, before I forget, I do have a carbon monoxide detector. And I have fire alarms and all that in the other rooms. And the readings on those, like 0 to 30, is stored in the memory. Because it's so low, it's stored in the memory. You got to press the memory button in order to see it. The whole time I've lived here, before this heater and with this heater, the memory has never registered, not even a number 1 on it. I've had this thing heating my house big time because I didn't have everything very well insulated, and I was doing it slowly. I've had this thing on like 3 to get this house heated up, and that's hot. That's hot, so, for me it's hot, because that other thing is hot, and it goes up to 9. So anyway, my carbon monoxide detector is one of those kiddie carbon monoxide detectors, brand new. I followed directions on it. I looked up on the internet, made sure I'm putting it in the right spot and everything. Never had a registered number on there whatsoever. If you get over 30, you're supposed to get out of the house and stuff and air it out, all that good stuff. Well, because I looked at the user manual, I looked on the internet for the user manual, everything. So this thing has not produced any carbon monoxide that registers on my carbon monoxide register machine. Again, this is John in Lawrenceville, Illinois. I hope you enjoyed this YouTube video of this heater. This is a wonderful, wonderful heater. I love it. And you will too. By the way, make sure you have backups of electric heaters. You make sure your stove works, everything, just in case something breaks down. Anyway, my vent-free Mr. Heater. Hope you enjoyed it.